All right, I know I'm not in my usual spot, but I'm in the studio at the workstation. So, I've got two guitars I'm working on today. I didn't film this one, but I did do a fill where there was some wood here, here, and here. There was some chippage. So, as you can see, it's not perfect, but it's not bare wood anymore. And I put some new strings on it, and I did the fretwork to this one. So this one should be good. And it has T's tuners on it now, 18 to 1 tuners. And these are my friends, my special someone's kids' guitars I had built 2.5 years ago. This is one of them. The other is on the bench, and you'll see that shortly. That I'm doing a full change out on the pickups. And I did do the T's tuners and the roller string trees on that guitar also. And this is not the original pickguard. This was a pickguard that I actually wired in when I had built the guitars originally. But again, I did it 2.5 years ago. So now they are, better. This one, I got to go back in and change the capacitor, and then I'm going to decide if I'm going to change the pickups because these pickups sounded better than the pickups on the other guitar. So we will see shortly. Let's go over to the bench and work on the other guitar, and then I'll demo both of them. All right, guys, so this is the other guitar, and this is a Kramer loaded pickguard that I took off of my Kramer VT211S a couple years ago. When I swapped mine out, I had this, and I upgraded this guitar with this loaded pickguard, but it had a couple issues. So I had replaced these. This is the old Flux. It just keeps running. I can't get rid of it. So, but this is newly soldered. I resoldered the ground wires and I put in a new capacitor. I resoldered these wires, and now I'm about to swap the pickups out. So what I'm putting in is an Alnico 5, 15.5 to 16K bridge pickup. Then I have this T's Guitars pick guard with pickups in it. And there goes my fire alarm. I think it's either got a low battery or it's bugging because I have on my soldering iron. Nope, I don't have my soldering iron on, so it's bugging out. But I need to turn my soldering iron on. Sorry about the noise. As I was saying, I've got these T's pickups that are in the pick guard off of the red guitar that I had just done. So I'm going to take these out and put these in here because these are all a little microphonic. And then this pickup doesn't never sat good in the guitar when I had bought the Kramer. It's wobbly and they're microphonic. So I'm going to take that out. I got this labeled because they're both glue wires. Well, I don't know why you do that. But I labeled this one. This is the middle. Because I'm cutting these because I don't want to mess with this box switch. So I'm going to get this wire in a set up like these in a Y so that I can just attach the pickups. And then I'm not doing any coil splits on this because they're not that experienced yet playing guitar. So this one I'm going to just put back, and then I can always take it out and put a coil split in it later as they continue to grow musically. So we're going to put this guy in and we're going to put those in. So let me get all set up, get the pick guard loaded, and then we'll do some soldering. Okay, so I lost the footage on the soldering. But I've got one of my preferred humbuckers in here. These are the T's middle and neck pickups that I took out of this pick guard that was on the red guitar when I got it. So I'm going to save this for a future build because I actually have a couple more pickups that I can put in here, but these are the new for 26 pickups. So I wanted to use these in here. This I'll throw on another. And while I'm at it, I'm doing a quick little unboxing because I just got this. I wanted a better light for soldering. And this is a rechargeable versus my one that has the batteries. So hopefully, now this better not be pink because I ordered white. Because the black was like $3 more. I was like, I'm not paying $3 more for black. I'll get the white. Well, we got a USB charger and it's a USB-C, so that's good because I have a bunch of those. Hopefully this has got a little bit of a charge and I'll get to use it. So this is the white and silver one. Where's our on button? Oh, look at that. Let there be light. Look at this thing. This is what I was kind of hoping for. Here we go. Look at that. Look at all that light. Yeah, that's a lot better. And I can just position that, move stuff around on the bench here. Now I can really see what I'm doing. Yeah, that's much better than that little light. Okay, so we're going to use that. Anyway, so I wired in the neck, the middle, which I had labeled with some tape, and the bridge. And then I rewired here. Now this is, I said it earlier, this is the old flux that was on here. So when I was using flux and wire instead of a wire with flux in it. Because, you know, I learned from my dad in the old days, they had it, when I was a kid, it was, you know, you use the flux. So, and then I re-soldered all of these points because they were all kind of junky. I was not very impressed with the low-end Kramer that I had, which is now not a low-end Kramer because I've completely worked on it. And then we also had the new Kramer pacer that I got. I'm going to work on that soon too. Just waiting to get some parts. So we got an Alnico 5 bridge and then 2 ceramic neck and middle. So now we can put this guy in here. And you can see the difference in the pickups. I'll show you here momentarily. Just want to make sure I can get all this in here before I use any clips to put things together. That should, once I mess with that, that should be good to go. But here's what was in here. These are the stock Kramer pickups from this. So a much needed upgrade if you, I mean, you can just tell from looking at it. These poles are skinnier just by the littlest bit. And then this had no adjustable poles. And you know, the typical overseas junk that comes in the entry-level guitars. These are much better. Tees is not your normal entry-level guitar. So, now we know this works in here. All of this. I'm just going to do some wiring tricks. Got to get this down in here. Tucked away. These we'll put a zip tie on right here. Bag of zip ties. Gotta have them. Gotta neaten it all up. One down. We'll put one here and neaten this up. Because we don't have a swimming pool route. This should tuck down in there nicely and neatly. And there we go. All right, so we can put this one back together. And then the next thing we got to do is check the frets on this. I did fret work on it before, but it could use a little bit more of a filing on the edge. It's been a while. And, you know, frets sprout in different climates. Definitely needed some new strings, even though it was playable. This one was playable. The other guitar was not. The other guitar didn't have all its strings. It had fallen over. It needed a full fret job. Leveling, crowning. So that one I chose not to film. I was doing it in the wee hours of the morning when I couldn't sleep. Now before we put these all in here, what I'm going to do is we're going to do a check to make sure everything is working. Got a little bench. Got to turn that. Oop, there's where that went. Now, why do I have that hum? Oh, what if it's the light? Oh, look at that. We learned something new today. that light will make a hum. So we got that rolls pretty good. Let's check a tone. And that's where we should have our noise. Okay, problem solved. One problem, the light creates a buzzing sound. Turn it off, it goes away. I sprayed some deoxit into the pots. No noise now. So we'll go to this one. That tone actually works both of these. Never seen that before. When it's in position 2. Position 1 does not work. It's crazy. Position 2 works with both. Volume works really well. That's why I didn't change the volume now. The potentiometer. That works. Position 4. That's crazy. This one works. On both of them. So you can actually have, doesn't work on that one. Works on this one. So you actually have more tonal control over both of those. Then in this position, only that tone works. And your volume. So we're good to go. Everything works. Now it's put it back together time. All right, so she's back together and has polished frets. I redid the fret ends. I had to tap a few. I had to sand a couple. Then I had some tool marks on the edges here. I had to sand those back out. So I got that all taken care of. So we've got an Alnico 5, the 2 ceramic T's guitar pickups. It's been rewired. It has a pure tone output jack. It has T's 18-to-1 tuners, and it has roller string trees. Everything the other guitar has, except I have not upgraded the pickups on that because they were actually pretty good. This one was lacking. So, got to get the strings back on this. I got to get the capacitor in the other one. And then we should be ready for a demo. All right, we have 2 completed guitars, but not without catastrophic injury. Broke right at the fret. Let me turn this light off so we can get a better look. No, that didn't work. That's MDF. There was no repairing that, not even with resin. There was a little crack and I pushed on it to see if I could get some glue in there, and pow. Done. So, those are the completed guitars. We'll go over everything and do a demo next. All right, so I did decide to change the pickups in this guitar. They have my pickups that I use in a lot of my guitars, and they sound way, way better. So these guitars now both have my proprietary pickups, I would say. This is the original pickup that was in here that came in the loaded pick guard. Rewired some things. This has, I think this has the Millionaire strings on it. Has got the Millionaires. So this has Millionaire Millionaire strings on it. So we're going to compare the strings during the demo. All right, and this guitar does have my proprietary pickup that I use in a lot of my guitars also, but it does have two T's pickups in it that I harvested from the candy red T's guitar that I just put a black pickups with a black pick guard that's got 3 humbuckers. So I took these out of that. Did some rewiring. Both guitars have new capacitors. Both guitars have roller string trees and T's 18-to-1 tuners. So this guitar is like half a T's. I did fix some wiring on this guitar because this was one of the first wiring jobs I did on a guitar. The other guitar, I just had done the 3 wires, the ground, the ground to the bridge, the ground to the input jack, and the power to the input jack. Both jacks now are 4-prong, like a clear tone type jack. So these guitars got a lot of upgrades. And this has the D'Addario strings on it. So again, we're going to compare the D'Addario to the Millionaire guitar strings when we do the demo next. All right, so let's do the demo on these two guitars. First, we got the HSH. So that is the bridge, position 2. And the middle. And position 4. The neck. Let's do my normal settings. So bridge. And position 2.
right, let's throw a little distortion on. So that was the neck and position 4. And the middle. And this is position 2. And the bridge. So this one rocks. Let's go on to the next one. All right, so we're on to the blue one, which has got my proprietary pickup in it in the bridge position. And it's got the T's pickups, the single coils, and then it's got the Kramer guts with a couple of things I changed around. So let's demo this one. Now this one does have a 15 to 16K neck, where the other one only has a 8K neck. Sorry, scratch that, bridge. 15K bridge, 8K bridge on the other guitar, but it's matched up with the other pickups. And position 2. And the middle. And position 4. And the neck. All right, let's put on my normal effects. Position 2. middle. And position 4. And the neck. And the dirt. Position 2. Middle. Position 4. And the neck. It's got some distinctive sounds there. Some good sustain. So, thanks for watching Baby Boy Mulligan's Guitars, Mods, and Music. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and tell me which guitar you like better. And we'll see you in the next one. Rock on.